This humble kitchen appliance is a time machine.
What do you think?
Steel yourself, woman. This is for science.
Remembering Mrs. Donna Kenny,
Inklings wins more awards,
a successful blood drive,
lots of announcements.
and another happy tip.
Good morning, Staples.
Good morning, Staples. It is Thursday, April 24th. I'm Valerie Kirsch.
And I'm Ben Goldstein. We have a great show for you today, which will begin as soon as we all stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Inklings is back with more success and more awards.
Recently, our newspaper was honored, and here's a report on their success.
Good morning, Staples. Recently, Inkling received the Silver Crown Award. Here's some of the people that made it possible.
Hi, my name is Mary Elizabeth Folko, and I am an Inklings advisor here at Staples High.
I'm Julia McNamee, and I'm also an Inklings advisor here at Staples.
And I'm Rebecca Marsick, and I am the web advisor for Inklings here at Staples.
A couple weeks ago, we went to Columbia University because they have a big conference every year for journalists from all over the United States and even a few from around the world. And our students got to attend workshops where they learned about various aspects of journalism.
Hi guys, I'm Aaron. I'm one of the breaking news managing editors for Inklings.
I'm Ryder. I'm a web managing editor.
I'm Sophie. I'm the other breaking news managing editor.
And the Silver Crown Award was really important because it sort of vindicates all the work that we do for Inklings as an organization at Staples and as a...
Hi, I'm Taylor Harrington. I'm a staff writer here at Inklings. I make a lot of videos for Inklings and I write articles. We recently just received the Silver Medal Award. Hopefully next year we'll get the gold, but the Silver Medal Award is a great honor for us to get, and I'm very proud of the paper for getting it.
For the web version of Inklings this year, we've worked really hard to try and have stories up in a more accurate, timely manner, and we are trying to do a lot of interactive stories, so videos, timelines, photo stories, to make it a more exciting experience for our readers.
The Silver Crown Award is terrific. I mean, it really shows how much work our seniors put in and how much Katie and Hannah put in, and Rachel and Will, to create such a great paper.
Writing is really creative, and you get to kind of do whatever you want, so it's fun. Join Inklings.
Thank you for your cooperation, and congratulations on your award.
Congratulations goes out to the members of the Inklings staff and their faculty advisors for a job well done.
Up next, we have some more good news. Recently, Mr. Jesse McCrae was elected Best Coach of the Year in the Connecticut Post. Remy Hurden created this piece to give a little more information about this prestigious award.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the Staples girls for an outstanding season, and wishing that we hopefully can do the same in the spring. But just some final notes on the season. I'd like to congratulate a couple of girls that received awards at the end of the indoor season. Erica, congratulations for making the Connecticut Post team, along with Tyler Scanlon. And our MVP for the Connecticut Post this year is Hannah DeBalsi. Congratulations to everyone, and we're looking forward to Greenwich on Wednesday to kick off our outdoor season. Thank you.
So congratulations, Coach McRae. We are all proud of you and happy for this great honor.
While we are talking about great coaches, let's slip in here our weekly coaches tip.
Hey Staples, here's your next coaching tip of the week.
Hi, my name is John Shepard. I'm the boys volleyball coach. I've got a coaching tip for you. No excuses. Nobody likes them. Not the fans, not your teammates, and not your coaches. Actually, one group does like them. Your opponents. No excuses.
Thanks, Coach Shepro. That's one of the great ones. No excuses.
Speaking of Coach Shepro, his state champion volleyball team's next match is tomorrow, and it's a very special one. Here's Captain Todd Goldstein with more info.
Hey Staples, I'm Todd Goldstein, co-captain of the boys volleyball team. Just here to tell you about a game that we have tomorrow in the gym at 7 o'clock. We were playing Darien, so it's bound to be a good and fun, exciting game. But other than that, we are doing an autism awareness fundraiser for the first year ever. We will have multiple things going on. We have 2 raffles going on, as well as a 8-year-old musical prodigy who lives in Westport who's been diagnosed with autism singing the national anthem. So come out to the game, come early, come around 6:30 so you can watch warm-ups in the national anthem. So be there, be loud, and get nutty.
Up next is a follow-up to the Period 8 piece on the upcoming Mini Makers. Here's Cyrus to tell you more.
Hey Staples, this Saturday, April 26th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. is the Westport Mini Maker Fair. It's a fun DIY event for all your mini engineering ventures and fun times. Come check it out at the Westport Library. It's going to be a lot of fun and it's totally free. See you there.
Up next, we have a change in our usual schedule.
Yes, today Kelsey is here with her happy tip, but not in her usual slot.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Good morning, Staples. This is Kelsey Shockey, and I am back with this week's happy tip. This week is all about venting because I know from past experiences that leaving your feelings inside doesn't necessarily help. That's why you want to be able to talk to a friend that you trust or a family member so that they can make you happier. So guys, that's my tip for this week, and make sure you vent a little bit to relieve all of your stress. See you next time.
No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Thanks, Kelsey, and remember not to hold anything in. Find someone with whom you can share your thoughts and feelings.
Up next, we have some announcements. First, Miss Addix asked for a minute of your time. Here she is.
Take out the papers and the trash.
Our lost and found in the cafeteria is overflowing all over in all places in the cafe. Please, if you have lost something, come and try to find it. Books, clothing, shoes, bags from PE, anything that you might have misplaced. Thank you.
Don't go back.
Thanks, Mrs. Addix. Everyone should make an effort to clean their missing items in the caf. Remember too, at the end of the school year, everything is donated to charity.
Up next is our Jedi Guidance Counselor, Miss Obi-Wan Capozzi, with some important information for you.
Hey kids, Miss Capozzi here from Guidance. Listen, seniors, pay attention. This one's for you. I know you've been inundated with tons of information regarding senior internship and getting ready to leave for the year. However, here's a couple more messages from Guidance that are vitally important. 1, please assure that you write a thank you note to the teachers who wrote your college letters of recommendation. They've worked hard on them and they would love to know where you're attending school. Number 2, it's mandatory that next week, either on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, you come to Guidance during any of the lunch waves, no appointment necessary, to partake in a senior exit meeting. During that time, your counselor and you will update your list of colleges that you've applied to in Naviance, as well as partake in a quick graduation survey. So come on in at your leisure. However, if we don't see you by Friday, we will be keeping a list and then potentially sending those down for an accountability. So, thank you notes, meeting next week, exit survey, come on down and see us. Peace.
Thanks, Obi-Wan Capozzi. We miss your lightsaber. But your info about an exit interview reminds us how close graduation is.
This came late after the wraparounds for the show, but we wanted to tell you something about something that's happening at Tokay Hall this Friday.
Up next, we turn to a very sobering subject, the loss of a very popular faculty member, Mrs. Donna Kenny. Here's a tribute to our lost faculty member.
Several people have asked me what I remember about Donna, and the first thing that comes to mind, of course, is her elegance. She dressed to the nines every day. And to me, that means when you get dressed up each day to come to work, it means that your work is important to you.
I'm Adam Kaplan, and Jordan and I wrote an article about Miss Kenny and how she was remembered by students and staff. It was incredible how open people were. People didn't want to shell away and try to deny this from happening. People were open. They wanted to remember how loved she was, how passionate she was. Eric Esjoff, who graduated a few years back, reached out to us. It was incredible how much of an impact she made.
I'm Carol Kashefko, and I first met Donna Kenny, Senora Kenny, oh gosh, decades ago, when she was given a desk in my office that looked like it came from a 1910 storage closet. And she sat down, she looked at that cracked contact paper, swiveled in her chair and said, "Geez, you guys, I feel so silly sitting at this puny little desk here in this office." And we all looked up and started to laugh and looked at the office from a different point of view, from Senora Kenny's aesthetic point of view. And we just laughed, and that's how she was. But she always let us see with a soft and gentle, quirky Midwestern sense of humor. And we do miss that laughter and that fun. And she remains in our hearts.
I'm Jordan Goodness, and I also wrote the article for Miss Kenny. I just remember Miss Kenny because I transferred into her Spanish class freshman year, and I just remembered her as like a really sweet woman. And when I heard about what happened, I was really upset, but I also wanted to get people to remember her, and talking to alums, talking to people who had her before, and talking to people who knew her in the staff was just amazing, and I feel like everyone really wanted to come together and talk about what happened.
I'm Enia Noonan. I teach Italian here at Staples, and Donna Kenny was actually the first person who I met. When I came to Staples, we shared an office for about 10 years, and the wonderful thing, when I think of Donna's many gifts, she was very intelligent, she was perceptive, and she could find the humor in any situation. Senora Kenny would make me laugh so hard that I would cry. I miss her so much, but I am really so grateful to her for all the wonderful times we've had, and for giving me the gift of laughter and of joy, and for looking for the positive in every situation.
I had Senora Kenny for my sophomore year Spanish 3 honors class, and I always remember that she would teach us like the groundwork of like grammar, that kind of thing, but beyond that, we would watch like videos and learn stories, and she would really get us all really excited about the language and the culture, and she just brought so much energy to the classroom. Like, she would joke, and she would like have comments, we would play games, and it would be so much fun. And that just gave the whole class so much more energy and enthusiasm, and it made us feel like closer knit as a class and more like closely tied to the subject. And her energy and humor is something that I and everyone in the Staples community will miss and never forget.
Hi, I'm Chris Frey, oral language teacher here at Staples. I had actually been at Staples for a number of years when Donna Kenny arrived. I was a Spanish teacher, as she was a Spanish teacher. But as I got to know her, I realized that she had been a Spanish teacher for much longer than I had, and had a great deal more experience. What I started to notice and really admire about Donna was that she really was passionate about teaching Spanish. Of course, I couldn't speak about Donna without talking about 2 things. One, of course, is her incredible fashion sense. She and Enia Noonan were our department fashion plates, and you never knew what they'd be wearing day to day. And also, Donna had an incredible sense of humor. She really knew when to come through with a great joke, so I'll remember that about her as well. And I guess in closing, I really have to talk about Donna's legacy. I mean, certainly, as I've mentioned, part of her legacy is all those who benefited from her knowledge of Spanish language and culture. But in my mind, something even more important to that is what she taught us. Donna, from a very early age, had a struggle with a terminal illness, and she really extended her life in a way that befuddled doctors. She was somebody who lived way past what she was expected to, and in my mind, that's the most important part of her legacy. She was able to teach us about how to live her life with humor, dignity, and grace.